channel. My name is Barbara Jennings, and this is my YouTube channel, living in Fredericksburg, Virginia, where we talk about everything that there is to know about living, eating, sleeping, working, playing, the pros, the cons, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything about the area, all the way up from Northern Virginia down to King George, Caroline County, Spotsylvania, Stafford, everything in between. And in today's video, we're actually going to be talking, I made some notes here, 3 things to avoid when moving to Spotsylvania County. And you're probably thinking, hey Barb, why would you talk about 3 things to avoid when moving to Spotsylvania? Well, you're going to find out, so stay tuned to the very end. And if you like this information or some of my other videos, go ahead and smash that like button. Helps YouTube spread my video out to more people that would like this type of content, that are moving, people that are moving and relocating here to the Fredericksburg area, because we're getting phone calls, text messages, emails from people all the time helping them move and relocate here to the Greater Fredericksburg area, and we absolutely love it. So if that's you, if you're thinking about moving and relocating here, hey, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, comment below, reach out however you'd like, because we're just helping tons of people navigate what it is, where they like to go. We're doing what they call vlog tours, which is basically, it's a driving tour of a neighborhood where we talk about everything that there is about the neighborhood, the home styles, how old the home is, and we actually drive around and we show you exactly what the neighborhood looks like. So it's just like you're in your car driving around, but you're actually sitting in your living room. It is so cool. So you'll have to check one of those videos out. There's tons of them. Just check out my playlist and you'll see that there. So getting right to it, the 3 things to avoid when moving to the Spotsylvania area is, 1, if you're looking for privacy, you're probably not going to want to find a house right off of I-95, which would bring you to Route 3, which is close to the mall and the shopping and stuff, because there's a lot of traffic there. So you might have I-95 noise, because I know that there's some neighborhoods that they don't seem like they're that close, but once I got into them, even though it wasn't on top of I-95, I could hear that road noise. So if that's you, if you're like, hey, I don't want to hear the road noise, I don't want to hear maybe a train, because there's railroad tracks around here too. You might not have been aware of, but there are railroad tracks around here, and you might just want a little bit more quiet. So you'll want to go down either Route 3, east or west, either way, and find something that's just a little bit further off of I-95, so you're not just getting that road noise off of Route 3. So there's lots and lots of different options there, because on the weekends and during the week, we're just a transient area. So there's a lot of people that are driving up and down Route 3, I-95, Route 1. They're they're getting to work, they're commuting, and then on the weekends they're shopping and stuff. So just depends on, what you're looking for, if you're looking for some privacy. So another thing that you would want to avoid is, kind of touched on it just a second ago, is getting around town. So things that you're going to want to avoid, you're going to want to avoid Route 3 on the weekends, especially Saturday mornings or Sunday late afternoon, as everybody is out on Route 3. A lot of the roads here are designed in neighborhoods where there's Route 3, which goes east and west, and Route 1 actually goes parallel to I-95. So if you're wanting to get around town, there's not a lot of side streets. Like if you go to Arlington or Alexandria, there's always little alleyways and streets and cut-throughs, just because that's the way the neighborhoods were built back then. But here in the Spotsylvania, Fredericksburg, and Stafford area, you typically have the main road that you're going down, and then you're cutting in and cutting around to get into places. So you're going to want to avoid, if at all possible, Route 3 or I-95 on the weekends, and try to do your shopping or your traveling on other days, and especially on Sunday if you're trying to go up north or even south sometimes in the summer times, because everybody wants to go to the beach. So everybody from up north, they're just traveling all the way down on I-95. So it's a very transient area, and a lot of people stop here tourists because there's downtown Fredericksburg and the whole area is very historical. A lot of history, a lot of wars, battlefields, trails. So we get a lot of tourists throughout the year because of the fact that a lot of this stuff is nature. You know, George Washington's home, for example, is down Route 3 right there on the Stafford King George border. And then there's all kinds of trails and different homes as you just drive around. You see it. I think it's pretty awesome. So, hey, if that's important to you, it's something to avoid. But if it's not, hey, just jump in the car and sit in a little bit of traffic. It's really not as bad as I'm portraying, honestly. Especially if you come from a big city like New York or, you know, California, like Los Angeles. Like, it is nothing like that at all. So, I mean, you're just going to be like maybe sitting through a couple lights, you know, that if you're closer to the mall or Central Park, depending upon what's going on in the time of year. So, anyway, getting to number 3. I kind of touched on this before, but we had somebody one time that moved to an area and they didn't realize, they thought, hey, this is a little bit further away. It's not near I-95, but it was heavily traveled by trucks. So there's an area here that people are trying to get from Virginia to Maryland. And it's right off of I-95. So what they do is they get off I-95 and they get onto Route 1 and then they get onto a road called 17 and 2. And 17 and 2 will take them either to Bowling Green or it's going to take you to Maryland. And that's where the truckers are going. So there's a couple communities that are just off of this road, 17 and 2. And the truck noise, we couldn't believe that these clients had called us back and said, hey, you know, you didn't tell us about the truck noise. Well, you know what? When you're not aware of something, you're just not aware of something. So now that I'm aware, I let people know, like, hey, just want to let you know, there's a lot of truck, you know, noise just from these roads and stuff like that. But everybody, just do your due diligence and travel through these different areas after you've had a conversation with me or you've had a Zoom call or you've gone on a discovery self-guided tour and you say, hey Barb, you know, can you tell me a little bit more about this area? I can either share with you some personal experience from past clients and or some own personal experiences of different areas. Depends what you're looking for. But at the end of the day, if you're moving and relocating here, the first step is to reach out, to give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. Make sure that you watch some of my other videos to kind of check some different communities out so you have a feel for what the homes are like in certain areas. Or if you're just looking for new construction, I've got videos on new construction about the process of what you should do and what you shouldn't do. And make sure that you always, if you're going into new construction, that you bring me along with you. Or you give me a call and you let me know, hey Barbara, you know, I want to look at this new construction, you know, area home, and I can put myself on the list and I can represent you, or in some cases, I have to be there with you on that very, very first visit. So very, very important that you reach out and let me represent you, because the people that are in the sales office, they're very friendly and they're very nice. I also have a PDF. So if you want a copy of incentives and things from the builders, and also some things that we do, click down below, comment below that, hey, I want that new construction PDF, and I'll get that to you in your hands. And meanwhile, watch some of my other videos about some top 5 new construction communities or some questions that are frequently asked by buyers. I've got all kinds of good information here on my channel. So you guys have a great day, and until next time, we'll see you later.